Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. For your first time viewers, I'm Jesse Rebirth. I hope your weekend is off to a great start. I wanted to do a quick video because I wanted to get these two guys open. I was supposed to do it a couple weeks ago, but things kept getting in the way. If you'd watched one of my previous videos, you would see that we opened up the Arkham Asylum Batman and the Arkham Asylum Joker. Both I recommend. They have their perks and their flaws. They're both Mcfarlane figures. But I think these two look even better than these two. These ones were earlier figures, and these ones have been a little bit later figures. Let's go ahead, let's get these right open and see how they look. Alright, we'll start with Batman first. You can see him right there. I do think that this looks a little ridiculous for his size, but the other two parts look good. We're planning on printing a smaller one of these to match him. Now, we got his card and stand. These nice little flat DC stands. You can see a little DC symbol on there. So we got Batman. Batman Arkham Knight Video Games 2015. Wow, that was a long time ago. Real name Bruce Wayne, height 6'2", weight 210 pounds. As a child, Bruce Wayne watched as his parents were brutally killed in Gotham City's crime alley. Traumatized by their deaths, he devoted his life to becoming the world's greatest weapon against crime, the Batman. To become the ultimate vigilante, the Dark Knight disciplined his mind and his body to reach the pinnacle of mental and physical superiority. He's a master detective and an expert martial artist, but his greatest weapon is his mind. Batman has a plan for every occasion, as well as high-tech weapons, gadgets, and vehicles to assist him in his relentless pursuit of justice. You can see the card right there. We got our Deathstroke figure right here. I do think it would be cool to have a little Slade Wilson head for him. Let's go ahead and find out about Deathstroke. So, Batman Arkham Origins video game. Real name Slade Wilson, height 6'2", weight 225 pounds. So this guy is a little heavier than Batman and the same height. Slade Wilson was the Army's top operative when he underwent experiments that turned him into a super soldier with enhanced strength, stamina, and regenerative powers. When he was dishonorably discharged, he became the world's deadliest mercenary known as Deathstroke, a master of martial arts and an expert marksman. Deathstroke is a threat to even the most powerful superheroes. You can see his card right there. There's the one I say that looks way too big. It's like our multi-use gun. We got our little spray gun. It's a little one that he uses to break down walls. He has a little batarang. Go ahead and pop him out. Alright, so right away my initial reaction is he looks awesome. I did see a guy on Instagram where he was saying his leg was warped and he just hooked him up with some wooden sticks and tied him and straightened it out. It's kind of like what we were doing with a Bruce Wayne figure recently. I do like that his ears are pointed. One's not crooked. You know, he looks good. He looks really good for the size of figure he is. I mean, this is a killer sculpt. Right away, so our legs can almost do the splits. We got the same joints as all the rest of them. We got a double knee joint, if you can see there. You can see 1, 2, knee joint. We got a ball ankle, and we got a toe joint that'll move. We twist at the waist. You can hear them clicking in there. We move at the waist too. We got our double shoulder, the like casing basically in the shoulder that rotates and moves up and down. It's nice because the armor right here doesn't really catch anything. We got a double jointed elbow right there. Very cool. Can get some nice more posability than the Hot Toys even. And we got our wrist. And we got what I think looks like a very good Bruce head sculpt. I dig it. I really like it. I think this is a very cool toy. Look at this cape too. I mean, the cape's folding over on itself. It'd be cool to hook him up with a custom cape, but I mean, this cape, just all the same, very cool. And you can even kind of put it under, well, I guess it just kind of sits beside his shoulder armor. The inside, same thing, the reverse of the outside, but very cool, very good looking toy right there. Now, we got our Deathstroke over here. Oh. Let's go ahead and get our sword out. We got our sword right there, our katana. A pain in the ass to remove. Alright. Our little thing it goes in is kind of all bent up. I wonder if it actually... Oh, that's pretty cool that it semi does go in there. Because in reality, you see it right there? There's no other side to it. So it hooks between his body and him. But it's very cool that it's not just for show, that it actually somewhat works. I like it. I like his little, you know, tassels that hang down. Overall, he looks really good. He's got all kinds of little texture. It's like I said with the Hot Toys Deathstroke. That figure was one of the most texturized figures I had ever seen to that point. It was so good looking. We got our ankle joint, same. We got a double knee joint. Look at that. We can really get, that's about the range we'll get with him right there. Our waist, we kind of go back and forth and we turn. Their crotch and butt's always this like softer material. We got a pistol that's just to his waist. It's not going to come out. We got these little pouches and grenades and stuff. Our elbow, double jointed, just like the Batman there. Our wrist is the same as all the others, but our head, got some good movement there. This collar's kind of in the way. It's very cool. If you look really close, you can see his eye. It's one good eye. It's funny, with his extra regenerative powers, he has one eye. But right away, let's see how well he can hold this. The handle's kind of big for him. Let's see here. Now, one thing I've seen people say is that he should have... Oh, God. Maybe this hand will be the one. I think I'd feel safer just using that hand. Kind of a flimsy sword we got there. But he can hold it. I've seen people say how he should have came with his staff. And let me show you something real quick. We got this little staff we printed. It's kind of bent because it was printed in resin. I might try it in FDM too. We're gonna cast it. But this would be basically a staff for him. We might want to try it in this other hand just because it's got some extra room. He does hold it. This is very cool. I don't know. Still needs to be painted up, needs to be cast in resin for a hard finish, but it is a little crooked, but I mean, that's no worse than our sword. Our sword is bendable and it's a little crooked here, but pretty cool. Nice little staff for him. That would look pretty cool right there. Probably leave it in two pieces. So if you wanted, there we go, you just take it out really easily. That's just a pretty cool, neat little feature to add to him. But this toy is a very good looking toy. I do have to say that. I do think sometimes the way they design their legs, it takes a little work to get them standing right. I feel like the figures are getting better, but sometimes their posability isn't on the same level as some of the early ones. Let's see here if this will even... There we go. All right. Very cool. Let's put that sword back in his hand. Got our Deathstroke there. Let's go ahead and check out Batman. So both hands look like he can do whatever with them, but let's try putting it. His spray gun looks pretty big for the way it was in the game. I do think these left hands seem more. Jeez. Everyone knows the trick of heating these things up. Really helps. There we go. Make the little bat sign. Blow it down. Got our spray gun. We got a batarang. Very cool. Let's put his hand back like he's gonna throw it. Very cool. I do dig him. I like him. One thing I will say is I think based on the sculpts alone, this figure, whoa, geez, that one holds him so well. It keeps his other foot in the air. Based on sculpts alone, I do think, where did I even put him? Oh. I think this Batman blows this Batman away. I mean, this is more primitive design. I do like how his cape sits on the ground, but this one's cape just looks good. Look at that. Very cool. I was going to skip out on these ones just because they were the game toys and we have the hot toys of them. But as I got deeper into the Mcfarlane figures, I knew I had to have him. He's a very good looking toy. NECA did a killer job too. If you want to see the NECA ones, go watch the video of the Arkham Asylum figures. And NECA did a pretty killer job with their big Batman. He's like 1/4 scale, I guess you could say. But so far, here's our video game line. Pretty cool. I like it. Pretty cool. This thing is just way too big, and I mean, this is his handle. I don't know how they expected him to hold this. It's like they accidentally sized it for something in between this and a 12-inch figure. But yeah, I think they look excellent. It's crazy that this one looks more on the money than the Hot Toys one, but the Hot Toys one is sells out everywhere. Every time they make a figure like this, it just sells out for Hot Toys. The Deathstroke's impossible to get too. I knew he was gonna be. We got a really cool Slade Wilson head. If you want to see those toys, actually go back to my back catalog and you can see them in the videos. But I'll show them to you real quick with these guys. All right, everyone. So you can see here, Arkham Asylum, Arkham City. They're not quite the same, but it's the closest we could do right now. We got Arkham Knight, Deathstroke, and Joker. Back here, if you don't know, these are Hot Toys. This was the first one to come out. This one, I think he might have came out next. And then they started the Arkham Knight, and they went back to Arkham Origins. It makes me extremely hopeful, because right now, these things sell out immediately. Even the new Prestige one, gone. We're going to be opening them soon. But they have Harley Quinn, they have Batgirl, and Batman Beyond up for pre-order right now. If where you go it's not sold out, I highly suggest you pre-order it now. I pre-ordered 2 of each of them just because. I wish I had done it with some of these other ones, but the Arkham flies off the shelves. So far we've grabbed every Arkham figure. We have the Futura Batman, we have the Arkham Knight and the Red Hood, both. We bought 2 so we could do both. You could go check that video out too. And then we got the Mcfarlane figures up here in front. Now the thing is we're talking about a wide price range between the two, and especially now that these are all sold out, they're way more expensive. But for 20 bucks down here, these are excellent toys. They're excellent. I even think this Batman down here is more close with dimensions and the overall shape than this one, but you know, they were trying to get a 12-inch figure into the body, into the armor, and make it look right. But for the most part, I think Hot Toys still did a great job. People didn't like the shiny pants. I get it. They should have been a duller gray, kind of like the Prime 1 statue over there, which I absolutely love that statue. Even though it's the first Arkham thing Prime 1 did, the first Batman thing they did. still holds up today. And I think that new one, the V like 23, I don't know off the top of my head, but it's an excellent looking statue from Prime 1. It uses the same base as Catwoman basically, but they changed up the cat heads. It's that suit he wears at the beginning of Arkham Knight before he switches over to the armor that people either love or hate. I like it. I like Arkham Origins armor a lot more, but I hope you guys have a great weekend. It is Saturday. Go out there, toy hunt, spend time with your family. If you got to go to work, I feel your pain. I know what it's like to work on the weekends. I work every Sunday. But most of all, please like this video if you enjoyed it. Please leave me a comment if you have questions. I always answer all the comments, but I'm a little behind right now. But that's because you guys ask me so many great things, and I'm extremely grateful for all the interaction that we have. I will get to you, but I make sure to get to everyone in time. So don't worry, my comment or my answer is coming to your comment. Keep giving them to me. I'll keep responding. Share this with your friends if you want to show them. But most of all, everyone, remember, keep buying toys.
Ha ha ha!